So after doing verse by verse Bhagavad Gita, then doing chapter-wise summary, then one session, one chapter. Now we are going to complete that project by seeing the entire Bhagavad Gita summary today in one session. So I know many of you here who are listening, they have attended entire, right from verse to chapter-wise summary to one session to this. And after this, again, we have to restart. Not that this is completion. So we will declare what is the next topic we are going to take on Sunday mornings. So let us prepare ourselves by sitting straight for this session. Head, neck, backbone straight. This is a position where the energy flow is maximum. Every day we must practice just sitting and doing nothing. Practicing undoing is very, very important and difficult sadhana. The second thing what we have to work on is our mind after body. Let us withdraw our mind from all that has happened in the past. Experiences are not very important to be remembered. What is important is that what is my learning, what is the change these experiences has brought inside me, so that we can remember. Let us withdraw our mind from all future anxieties, worries, present tensions and confusions. This is a practice, this is a sadhana we have to do every moment by asking whether my mind is in the present moment. Because in the present moment, there is success, happiness, power, God, here and now. Let us focus on our breath. Natural breath, inhalation, exhalation is going on. Whatever is obvious, easily available, we don't focus. God is here and now. Awareness, consciousness, breath is here and now, and we are searching in a lot of other places. Pani mein meen pyasi. Let us take a deep, slow, conscious breath.
रख देना.
So the body is healthy and still. The mind is cheerful in the present moment. The intellect is clear and tuned for this knowledge. And let us invoke God's grace, Guru Parampara's blessings for this first session in the new year 2026, where we are going to see the entire Bhagavad Gita summary, all 18 chapters, chapter-wise. So let us invoke His grace by chanting loudly.
ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः गजाननं भूतगणातिसेवितं कपित्तजम्बोफलसारभक्षितं उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारणं नमामि विघ्नेश्वरपादपङ्कजं सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः स्थावरं जङ्गमं व्याप्तं यत्किञ्चित् सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः चिन्मयं व्यापि यत् सर्वं त्रैलोक्यं सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं वसुदेवसुदं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं श्रीकृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं हरि ओम्
Hari Om. Very nice chanting, Rajalakshmi ji. Hari Om to all. Welcome back. Sunday morning we are doing today entire Bhagavad Gita summary in one session. So we have studied verse by verse, chapter wise summary, one session, one chapter, and now we are going to see one session, entire Bhagavad Gita summary, chapter wise summary in one session. After this, we are going to take Panchamrita Gita and then we will start Mahabharata. So that is a process. So let us start. So let us start with chapter 1. Before that, let us invoke Pujya Gurudev. And what is Pujya Gurudev's vision on Bhagavad Gita? He didn't study directly Bhagavad Gita from Tapovan Maharaj. That is a very interesting aspect. But all these things, what he did on Bhagavad Gita, so many yajnas, more than 430 yajnas, one yajna, 8 days to 10 days to 15 days sometimes. So you can see how much contemplation Gurudev would have done on this Bhagavad Gita, and one of the best book available. I would invite all of you, if you still do not have Holy Gita of Bhagavad Gita, one must order online and study, including the introduction of Bhagavad Gita itself is very interesting. So what Gurudev said about Bhagavad Gita, song of the Lord with melody of perfection. What a beautiful description. Because this is a rare thing what has happened where Bhagavan has sung a song, Bhagavad Gita. He sang it. Liquid poetry and solid philosophy. So not only that, we must be able to chant and enjoy the chanting, we must also understand the solid philosophy word by word, verse by verse, chapter by chapter. Science, Yoga Shastra, what is my duty after reading Bhagavad Gita, listening to it? I must be clear in family, in job, in business, in social life, as a citizen of India. My duty must be clear in all situation, role, goal, situation. Then philosophy, what is my purpose of life? Goal in life, goal of life. A journey from moha to moksha. What a beautiful description what Gurudev gives of entire Bhagavad Gita. Krishna cure for Arjuna disease. This is I like the most beautiful definition where the first chapter starts with Arjuna Vishada Yoga, Arjuna disease. So what is Arjuna disease? Battlefield. This Bhagavad Gita is told in a battlefield by Lord Krishna to Arjun, by Jagdishwara, Lord to a Nara. And why it is important? Because battlefield is lot of dilemmas are there, lot of conflict is there, lot of friction is there, and that is our life. So Bhagavad Gita also denotes war between inside and outside, inside values, inside knowledge, and my outside actions. That is where Bhagavad Gita starts. So first chapter is discussed on Arjun disease. I must be clear. Somebody asked what is there in Bhagavad Gita in one line. Arjun disease and Krishna cure. What is Arjun disease? Identity crisis, which happens to us. I've forgotten who am I? What is my role, goal, situation? What is the duty in that situation? I've forgotten. And this I forget because identity crisis is the main disease which leads to all confusion. What is the cause of this disease? Attachment. Društavema Swajanam Krishna. Same Arjun who had fought lot of wars, had won against the same army, when he comes here and sees and the mindness comes, then the problem starts. So I must ask myself today that what is any problem where I am suffering, there is mindness. And what is three types of attachment? Mindness, I-ness. Mindness goes with Karma Yoga. Minus goes with Bhakti Yoga and Highness goes with Jnana Yoga, finally, Avidya. But this goes in line. Directly, I cannot say that, no, Jagan Mithya, Brahma Satya, I am Brahman and I am so attached and my day-to-day experiences, people watch and then person says, so possessive person, so greedy person, not letting go, and I am talking about Brahma Vidya, Avidya, I want to meditate. Bhagavan says, no. First you go in that order and we will tackle the symptoms, and that is where the Bhagavad Gita is given. What is the result of this? Confusion, faulty questioning, logic given by Arjun, and that's the reason those people who are depressed, sad, confused, they will give lot of intelligent logic, and other people who are not read Bhagavad, yeah, I sympathize, empathize with you. And what is the logic Arjun gives? What is the purpose of fighting this war? What is my duty? I do not know. Why I should do so much violence? I do not want Hastinapur. So many destructions will happen. So many people will die. No, I don't want. I want to escape and meditate. Symptoms. What are the symptoms of this disease? Siddhanti mama gatrani mukham cha parishushati. So whenever there is some sadness, depression, all these things will happen. Physical level, fatigue, emotional collapse, moral confusion. And I feel myself powerless, helpless. So people say, why we should read Bhagavad Gita after 5,000 years? Bhagavad Gita we should read because these symptoms we can see. The moment people open their mouth, they are either talking about some physical challenge, emotional problem, relationship problem, moral confusion. I don't know what to do. I am a very one bechara person living in this world, born in this world. And that is where Bhagavad Gita starts. Decision. What decision this person takes? Escape from the situation. What can I do? I am a helpless, powerless person. I will just not face the situation because attachment clouds decision. So either one person flees the situation or freezes in the situation or fights with anger. Krishna says, no, no, the solution is face the situation with equanimity. That is a final message of Lord Krishna. What is the result of this? Where Bhagavad Gita first chapter Arjuna Vishada Yoga gets completed. Shoka Samvigna Manasa Sanjay describes. What is this Shoka Samvigna Manasa? Sorrow, fear, anger. So anytime we are experiencing anger, fear, worry, sorrow, I must say I am having Arjuna disease. And for that we have to read second chapter immediately. Sankhya Yoga. Chapter 2 summary in prospect. Entire summary Bhagavan gives in prospect. What is a Krishna cure given? Knowledge, medicine and daily instruction like a doctor gives. Okay, this is a medicine. You have to take 3 times a day and these are the kind of daily instruction. You have to eat this, don't eat this. You have to walk this much, take this much rest. If you don't follow, your disease will increase. So two important points, knowledge and action, both are given by the doctor. What to eat, what not to eat. Lord slaps Arjun first of all and Arjun surrenders. So we have to remember when somebody is fearful, angry, depressed, sad and keep talking about the same thing. No, no, this person went away, this person happened, what to do. We must not all the time sympathize, empathize. Bhagavan says, what is this? Get up and fight. Don't keep crying because your identity is you are that Sachidananda Swarup and you are crying here. And then Arjun surrender is a turning point. Who is my coach? When I am feeling angry, sad, fearful, whom do I approach? Not my neighbor, not somebody who will increase my anger, fear, sorrow. We must go to the right person. If you want to stitch clothes, go to a tailor. If you want to cut hair, go to a barber. If there is a relationship problem, go to a relationship expert, not some neighbor, chacha, mama, and then chacha, mama is already suffering. Knowledge medicine. This is a medicine what Lord gives. This is a core point of the entire teaching of Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavan says, ignorance of self is a root cause of all suffering. Know your 3 selves. Oh, I thought I am only one self. No, no. You have 3 selves. Transactional self, that is a body, mind, intellect. Then there is a transmigratory self, that is a Jiva, I notion. And then there is a transcendental self, that is the Atma, I notion. And that is what you are. And Bhagavan gives all beautiful logic that there is no valid reason of grieving from any point of view. If you consider yourself body is going to die. Why are you crying when somebody dies and you have to do something? Body is going to get old. Body is going to get into suffering and disease. Why crying? It is inevitable. Foolish people cry when there is something inevitable happening. No, 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 no. The milk became curd in the morning, but you only put that small drop of curd. So it is inevitable. If you are considering yourself as Jiva, why you are crying and grieving and sorrowful? Because next birth you are going to get. And then if suppose you consider yourself as Atma, Sat, Chit, Jnanam, Anantam, Brahma, what is the point of crying? Because for Atma there is no dying, no birth, no body, always in that state. So no point in grieving. So first of all, Bhagavan removes his grieving by this knowledge. Lord, and then Bhagavan gives how to act in the world. So very important point to remember in Bhagavad Gita summary. First, knowledge is given, medicine, and then how to act. Same thing like a doctor. Medicine, and then what to eat, what to do, how to sleep, how much to talk, everything is given. Perform duty with equanimity, do action without attachment. Manage your senses and mind by keeping Sthitaprajna qualities as your goal. So Bhagavan gives Sthitaprajna qualities. Prajahati yada kaman. First quality. Prajahati yada kaman sarvan partha manogatan. Atman neva atmana tushta. First quality of a Sthitaprajna, very important quality. And these qualities keep them as your ideal when you check yourself. okay, this is what was mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita as Sita Prajna Lakshan, how close I am to that. Result, you will not fall from the ladder of life. Dhyayato Vishayan Punsa, ladder of, and you will attain the highest purpose of life, goal of life, why you have become a human being. Third chapter, but Bhagavan, you please tell me, I understood the knowledge medicine that I am having three selves, Atma, Jiva, body, mind, intellect. Either way, there is no point in grieving. Enjoy. Such a beautiful 3D resort Bhagavan has given. 84 lakh yonis are created. Enjoy. Why are you crying? So at least those who are reading Bhagavad Gita, listening, chanting should not cry, creep, complain. At least three C's we must drop. And then how to act. Third chapter is Karma Yoga, path of right attitude. Karma Yoga means not action yoga, attitude yoga. So what are the 5 life transforming questions we must ask? What is the right attitude? What actions I should do? What action I should not do? How to do the action and why to do the actions? 5 questions. Every day morning I must remember these 5 questions and then do all actions in from morning to evening. As Gurudev says, action is the signature of life. He didn't say knowledge is signature of life. I may have lot of knowledge, but my knowledge and actions may have a lot of gap. Right attitude. Before work, seva bhav, before any action. During action or work, prema bhav, love, passion, no boredom and then struggle and then tension. And after work, prasada bhav, accepting the result as it is. That is called as surrender. People say, what is surrender? I know I need to surrender, but what is surrender? This is the definition of surrender. As Guruji says, surrender is not an action, surrender is an attitude. And that attitude comes in understanding this. Whenever we understand this, there will be surrender. What action I should do? Obligatory duties and occasional duties. As a husband, wife, father, mother, grandmother, grandfather, office, business, and then occasional. What I should not do? How to do this? Work as worship with selfishness, with selflessness. Even taking a bath is work. Talking to somebody is worship. Otherwise, we have discriminating. This is worship and this is my duty. No, work is worship. Making chapatis, worship. Taking bath, worship. Walking, worship. Sitting, worship. Brushing the teeth, worship. Dressing, worship. Then every action becomes excellent. Gurudev says that life pays tribute as success those who are excellent in their actions. How to do the action? With dedication, not that, just completing something. With discipline, not anyhow, chalta hai attitude, and with that inspiration. Very, very important aspect. Otherwise, many of us just are doing duty, family duty. If you call them to Chinmay mission for this work, they think so much of burden, so much work they have done, so much of effort, so much of struggle. No. Selflessness, dedication, discipline, inspiration. What actions I should not do? Prohibited karma, desire prompted karma, egocentric karma. Very clear message in Karma Yoga. Work without anxiety, aversion, attachment, insistence, resistance on the result. So whenever I am feel anxious, whenever there is insistence, resistance, that is the time my mind will be agitated, suffering. Why we should work? What is the goal of work and action? Very, 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 very important. Chitta Shuddhi, Chitta Ekagrata. Or suppose somebody wants higher worlds, then Punya. Not just action to have one more experience and have a long bucket list. No, I want to see this, I want to see this, I want to hear this, I want to go there, I want to go to that temple, I have not gone there. But for what? Anubhava neva nivrutti parama Jnaneshwar Maharaj says, how much anubhav you want and for what? Every anubhav must create more and more peace of mind. Why? Because peace of mind, only with that we can do Shravan Manan Nididhyasanam. Obstacles in action, like dislikes. No, I don't want like this, I like this, I will only do this. So much of rigidity in it. Enemy of knowledge is desire and anger. So wherever this desire, anger, like, dislikes comes, my work will not be duty. It will not give me peace of mind. That's the reason after living, after going to school, college, marriage, children, grandchildren, still I am not finding peace of mind. Still there is so much of restlessness, fear, anxiety. The reason is that I am not doing actions with Karma Yoga principles. Secret of success, drop anxiety for future, regrets of past, tension in the present. What is the focus? Plan for future. Not that karmanyeva adhikaraste doesn't mean that you should not plan for the future. Learn lessons from the past and keep attention in the present. This is Gurudev's formula given for practicing focus every day. Do not mix up identity and role. Paradharma bhayavaya. I must follow my swadharma. How to find swadharma? What is my ashram? What is my age? Whether I am in Vanaprastha right now and behaving like a brahmacharya or a grihastha. Right now I am in the age of sannyasi, still not giving up anything, still so possessiveness. I have to even be okay if the body goes, mind goes, intellect goes, it's okay because that's not me, that is sannyasa. Then what is my varna, temperament, whether kshatriya, brahman, vaishya, shudra, then what is the situation, what is my role, and then that is the decision of the duty. What is Gurudev's formula? Very important. This I must by heart and keep. Anything happens in life every day. We must ask every day one question. So what? So what? Suppose I will get moksha. So what? What will happen? What is the great thing if suppose moksha happens? One drop of water in the ocean will go back to the ocean and the drop will say, Aham ocean, ocean and Maha, Aham Brahmasmi. So what? No, this happened, that happened, that happened. So what? Suppose I wouldn't have been born only. So what? Suppose I will die tomorrow. So what? Nothing is happening between it. So what? Second, he will say, never mind. Bounce back, keep smiling. 4 words. Very, very powerful words to remember as Karma Yoga principle practices. 4th chapter, Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga, renunciation of action through knowledge. Okay, Bhagavan gave given so much of action, but the real point is here. Significance of Guru Shishya Parampara, Bhagavan starts that I give this knowledge to son and then rishis and then I am giving it to you. But how did you give? Bhagavan says that is a Guru Shishya Parampara because knowledge remains pristine. In that form, the person must follow. So whenever we are listening to Bhagavad Gita, we must check whether this person is having a guru and following Guru Parampara, not anybody on the YouTube and WhatsApp and then say, no, this person said this, that person. No, you should learn like Shastra, Guru Parampara system going on. Lord's declaration that who is he? I am Avtara. I am not Jiva. You are Jiva, I am Avtara. So Bhagavan is giving this knowledge to Arjun. And so we saw in this chapter Jagdishwara and Jiva difference. Bhagavan takes avatar on his will. We have no choice before taking next birth. Avatar comes when there is decline in dharma. Yada yada hi dharmasya. Dharma means what? Values go down. What are the values? Love, honesty, truthfulness, compassion. When these go down, Bhagavan will appear. And there is rise in unrighteousness and there is disorder inner and outer. And either Bhagavan destroys the adharma or destroys the person only. Both choices Bhagavan has. What avatar does? Protection of the good. Paritranaya sadhunam. Destroy the adharma. Destruction of the wicked. And establish back. And there are not that only Krishna, Rama, these avatars are, there are so many avatars which come. Pujya Gurudev is avatar. Many times he said, for this problem, we are enough, we are sufficient. Bhagavan is not required. And what Bhagavan said, I created this vyavastha because the whole world is created by me, this solar system, this galaxy. So there are 4 types of people, thinkers, administrators, wealth creators, and service providers. The society will be best running when these 4 type people do their duty to the best. Don't confuse. Today, because of this, other people still who consider themselves as liberals and very modern, they say, no, some people were tortured because of this, not because of what Bhagavan said, because of lack of understanding. Shudras and other people were tortured by Brahmins and other people because of lack of understanding on this. Know this and attain the highest. Everyone has the right to attain the highest. My two natures. This is the knowledge you must have. You must know I have a higher nature, lower nature. Then my various births you must know. And my inaction in action. This is the main point in the fourth chapter. Jnana Karma Sannyasa. I am Tattvata a non-doer. So what is final moksha happens? What happens in the moksha? I understand that I am a karta bhokta. And that's the reason it has been given that you always think yourself as an instrument of God. Not that you did so, you did this, you experienced this. Aham bhojanam naiva bhojyam na bhokta. I am neither the doer, neither the enjoyer. Bhagavan says, I am that. 13th chapter, Bhagavan says, Kshetrajnam chapimam viddhi. You are not an experiencer and doer. I am everything. Please remember that and do your duty. How I realize that God's and my nature is same, unmanifest. When I consider unmanifest nature of God, it is matching with my Atma or self. So practice following qualities of the wise. Again, Sita Prajna Lakshan was given, here wise qualities were given. What are the wise qualities? Freedom from like-dislike, no dependency for my happiness, no possessiveness, and there is no sense of incompleteness in a wise person. What will be the result? Vision of oneness will happen. Brahmarpanam Brahmavi Brahmagno Brahmanautam. So this is a vision of oneness. Wherever there is vision of oneness, the person is reaching the highest level. Wherever there is divisions, Rajasic level. Wherever there is Bhoga Vritti and then I want to just aggrandize and have maximum experiences, that is Tamasic Vritti. And then Bhagavan gave to practice 12 purifying yajnas, practices. And then Bhagavan says, this you practice and you develop students like qualities. What are student like qualities? If I think that I am a student of Bhagavad Gita, naturally I am more interested in serving Chinmaya Mission, serving the teacher, serving people, serving family. That service attitude is there. Then surrender. Surrender means saw earlier. Before action, during action, after action. That is surrender. Questions with faith. Curiosity. If you ask after the session any question, no questions I have. But my actions remain the same. That means I have a lot of questions. Listens and follows. And what are the qualities of a teacher? Spiritual knowledge, experience of truth, and communication skills. You can see our Gurudev abiding in that knowledge, learn from the master, the scripture systematically in Guru Parampara, and then had excellent communication skills. Worldwide he taught. 5th chapter, Karma Sannyasa Yoga or Sannyasa Yoga. Renounce ego, not work. Some people say, no, I don't want to take sannyas, I don't want to work only now. No. Renounce the ego, not work. Arjun's question, what is superior? Renunciation of action or performance of action? Lord's answer, both paths lead to same goal, but for you, path of action is suitable. Why? Because you are too attached to body, mind, intellect. Performance of action path, karma sannyasa yoga. First, you let go outer detachment, mindness. Perform action without, but renounce attachment, insistence, resistance to result. That is what is the main practice Bhagavan is telling Arjun. Then the mind will become peaceful. And then take Paramartha Sannyas, inner detachment of I-ness. How Karma Sannyas will lead to Paramartha Sannyas? Very important question. Whenever I practice letting go of mindness, starting with that, the mind will start becoming peaceful. Peaceful mind will become ekagra mind. While listening to this, my mind will not be distracted. And with that, I must do Shravan Manan Nididhyasanam. My mind is distracted, I am doing 10 things and in between Brahma Gyan is happening, difference will not happen in our life. Qualities of the wise again given in this, free from hatred, sees oneself as one own self, no duality, and all the time abides in self-knowledge, knows who am I. Who is a happy person in our transactional level? Kama krodho bhava vegam, sayukta sasukhi nara. So suppose I want to, if my desire is to be happy, then I must let go desire and anger. These are the two enemies of happiness. चाह गई चिंता मिटी, मनवा बेपरवाह, जिनको कछु न चाहिए वही शहंशाह. Kabirdas ji says. Process of controlling desire and anger, know the limitations of contact based happiness and discover love for God. Wherever any person is having problem with anger, the person must work on love, not on anger, reduce in anger. It will never go. I must enhance love quotient. Introduction to Dhyana Yoga, Bhagwan gives. Practice Antaranga Sadhana. First Bahiranga Sadhana, Antaranga Sadhana, then meditate. First practice all Upasana, giving up mindness, and then you start sitting in meditation, one place, closing eyes, cross leg, whatever. Those are all instructions given. But first, living meditation I must practice. What will be the result? Brahma Nirvana, Brahma Bhutodi Gacchati. Freedom from delusion, desire, fear, anger. What will be that beautiful state? So this must be my desire, that I must be peaceful, I must be joyous, I must be sitting with closed eyes and the joy comes from within, not from outside. And then Dhyana Yoga, sixth chapter, master the mind. What is meditation? Effortless awareness of my own nature is meditation definition. Not this that sitting like this, cross leg, and then closing eyes and then thinking, I did 2 hours of meditation. I attended some kind of class. Effortless awareness of my own nature is meditation. Other things are practices to reach this state. Three principles, three pillars of meditation: purification of mind, concentration of mind, transcendence of mind. Myth, meditation and active living are in opposition. People think, no, I could have meditated more, suppose I wouldn't have had family, job, business. No, both are not conflicting, both are complementary. Preparation, meditative living, act without worry, attachment, insistence. That is meditative living. Be moderate in food, speech, exercise, entertainment, work, sleep, action. We must not be coldly talking, not communicating anything. Some people are workaholic, some people are entertainment-holic. Process, meditation, practice. Now Bhagavan gives, select a quiet place, select a time where it is no one can disturb, take a resolve and then guide your awareness from outside to body, to breath, to mind, to intellect and to the self. Who am I? And then slowly the mind will abide in that self. Vision of the meditator sees equality in all, looks at all as one's own self. That is a result of meditation. Problems in meditation, what? 4. Restlessness, impulsiveness, unyielding, and very strong mind. It will not listen to me. What Bhagavan gives? Abhyasa and Vairagya, constant abhyasa. Don't say, no, my mind wanders, but practice. And then mind wanders, second practice is dispassion. I am not letting go certain things. So mind is wandering. Arjun's question, very important. If I practice meditation by giving up worldly pursuits, and suppose I don't achieve the goal, then Bhagavan says, don't worry, keep practicing. Either you will be born in a very spiritual, rich family, pure samsari you will be born, or you will become a great yogi. That will be a gati in the next birth. Don't give up this thinking that this birth, anyway, I'm not going to go. Next birth, I will do. No, this birth itself. So Lord creates curiosity by adding bhakti yoga. Suddenly he says, ending 6th chapter, because first 6 chapter are who am I? My problem and the solution, and next 6 chapters about God. And Bhagavan ends this 6th chapter by saying, but the best meditation is one who loves me, one who worships me, has faith in me, and all actions is dedicated to me. But who are you? That is the next 6th chapter. Jnana Vijnana Yoga, knowledge becomes experience. How to listen, Bhagavan gives, with faith, attentively, without doubt, completely. Asamshayam samagramma. After Bhagavad Gita discourse, I must not have any doubt. When I sit for meditation, I am clear, I am Atma, the nature is Satchidananda Swarup. What is knowledge? What is wisdom? Jnana Vijnana. Jnana is that which does not change in 3 periods of time. And wisdom, I can experience my own self here and now. What to know in life? 2 natures, very important. Ball again and again says in many chapters, unmanifest, manifest, unmanifest, manifest. Higher, formless, imperishable, infinite. Lower, with form, perishable, finite. After this session, there should not be doubt whether I should worship Sagun or Nirgun. Sagun is important, Nirgun is not important. Temple have to go, not to go. Or I should meditate on Nirgun, or I should do temple, puja, tirtha yatra. No confusion. Both, Bhagavan says, are my natures. Why to know? Knowing with everything is known. Gained. Why only few seek Bhagwan's this nature? People just go to temple and tirthayatras and puja because I want something in life. But only few realize and seek because senses are extrovert. I am still seeking happiness from outside because I believe happiness is outside in a relationship, object, situation. And the ignorant are not aware of my two natures. They think whatever they see is real. Bhagwan says, no, 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 whatever you see is illusory. You seek the changeless. And there are seekers are of different nature and paths, so I give them whatever they want as per their wish. Suppose they want wealth, I will give them. Let them live for long life. Suppose they want fame, power, wealth, experiences, this, that, marriage, children, I will give them. And then they will come to my unmanifest nature. Why? Because finally through that they are seeking me only, because I am only jnana, I am only giving them desire, I am only kriya, I am only phala. Very important point. Bhagavan says whatever they are doing, they are seeking me only. So there are four types of devotees, Bhagavan says, different types. Artho, Artharthi, Jidnyasu and Jnani. One who goes to God with a problem, one who goes to God to know, one who goes to get some kind of solution or benefit, Artharthi, and Jnani is the one who knows God as the self loves him the most. How wise know the God? By six factors. These six factors, Bhagavan gives answers in the 7th chapter starting. Akshara Brahma Yoga, the imperishable reality. What are 7 questions Arjuna asked and 7 answers? Brahman. What is Brahman? Imperishable, infinite, absolute reality. What is Adhyatma? That is my own self, and there is union between these two. Am Brahmasmi. What is Adi Bhuta? All these 5 elements, what you see. Adi Daiva, these powers behind the senses of knowledge and actions. What is Adi Yajna? Everything is offered. The whole world is working with Yajna, cooperative spirit. And action is the source of entire creation. So what do I create by action? That is very important. Just doing action from morning, evening and not creating anything, what is the point? How to keep the last thought before departure of God, because my last birth will depend upon it, will be perform your duties and surrender to God. Important conclusion, everything is Brahman. Brahman, Adibhuta, Adhyatma, Adiyajna, action. Everything is Brahman only in some form. Rule, our last thought will determine our next birth. So practice to live like that and then leave like that. This will not happen just last day, last moment, I will remember. Bhagavan says, no, what you desire, how you decide to live here, that will decide how you live. Rajavidya, Rajaguhyayo. Now I'm going to tell you a secret, greatest, highest secret. What is that? Because this knowledge is the greatest purifier. Why? Because this knowledge will remove moha, shoka, bhaya. 3 things we are bothered with. Delusion, sorrow, fear. So what is the secret? Know my two nature, apara and paravidya. That is the greatest secret. Prakriti creates everything. I don't create. I remain udasina vadasina. Asaktam. And that you practice. You get involved into all actions but remain aloof. Involvement without entanglement. Just remain a Sakshi Bhava. That you practice every day. Okay, I'm watching my body. I'm watching my mind is sad. I'm watching my intellect. I'm watching the be a Sakshi. जो देखता है वो छूटता है, जो भोगता है वो अटकता है. I am in all, they are not in me. Bhagavan says in Rajaguhya. How? Because Atma is not at all there in anything, but it is only illuminating. The electricity is there in everything, but not responsible for anything. Not knowing fools waste their life in vain hopes, knowledge, action, sense, indulgement. Moghasha, Mogha Karmano, Mogha Jnana, Vichetasa. Don't think that I am intelligent. Bhagavan says you are wasting your life. Those who know this secret, they love me alone, do all actions for me, always talk and sing my glory. So from today, at least one resolve I must take, that I will stop telling about my stories. As I am the Sakshi, their home, origin, foundation, dissolution, and all seek me knowingly, unknowingly. If you will seek my lower nature, you will get temporary happiness. If you seek my higher nature, I will ensure I will protect you and you will reach me and you will get permanent, unbroken happiness. And then these two verses I am going to take in Panchamrut Gita. It is going to come 5 verses Guruji has given. Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana paryopasade tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyam. And yat karoshi yad ashnoshi yad joshi dadasi yata. This verse we are going to take from next to next session. Next Sunday, no class, because there is a Hanuman Chalisa competition in Saraswati Vidyalaya where we require a lot of volunteers. I'm going to announce this before we complete this session. So these two verses are there, part of this Panchamrut Gita, 5 verses, which we are going to take one verse, one session. In detail, you will see how much there is stuff is there and why Guruji has given these 5 verses. Vibhuti Yoga. When Arjun starts thinking that if you are Avtara and you are so great, I thought you are my friend. What are your glories? Please tell me. So Bhagavan says, you know my tattva, that I have higher nature, lower nature. Now you should know my powers and glories. By knowing this, you will attain the Avikampa Yoga, fearless happiness. And what is the main point? Sarvaloka Maheshwara. Bhagavan says, I am the Lord of inner and outer world. Don't think that these thoughts of yours, actions of yours, opinions, feelings, these are me only. Once we start seeing these vibhutis, you will be liberated. So 87 vibhutis were given by the Lord in this. Main principle in all vibhutis, I am the self, Amatma Gudakesha, seated in the heart of all. I am yourself, I am your body, I am your mind, I am the world, and whatever you find is glorious, beautiful, powerful, enchanting. No, I want to see this, I want to see this. I must be remembering God whenever I see this. And I am the beginning, middle, and end of all beings. So when we are having a bucket list, while perceiving name and forms, I must remember God. That's the reason this Vibhuti Yoga is given. See God in excellence, power, beauty, grandness, and glorious things, what we see. Tomorrow when we see all these glorious things, beautiful Switzerland, suppose we go, we see this Alps mountain, it's Bhagwan's glory. Arjun was not very satisfied by knowing all this talking. I can say I have created, I am so great, but then show me. So next comes the Vishwarupa Darshana. So main essence in chapter 10, one in all. And chapter 11, all in one Bhagavan showed in his body. So Arjun requests, I have heard now Bhagavan your glories. Can you show me your imperishable nature? Bhagavan was so excited, started showing. Bhagavan said, I have not showed to anybody. There is still a pending list. There are a lot of gods and goddesses and rishis are in the line. They are still asking Bhagavan, Bhagavan, you showed Arjun, at least show us. Bhagavan said, no, only Arjun was given. What is that? 3D goggle. 3D goggle is the Jnana Chakshu Bhagavan gave. Through that we can see the imperishable nature. And Bhagavan shows everything in his body. See this, see this, see this. These are the rishis, these are the gods and goddesses lying in my entire body. Everything is me. So many galaxies, solar system. And Arjun gets fearful, surprised, disturbed, terrified with that kind of. And then here, very important point, Bhagavan purposely showed him the war of Mahabharata, Lord Krishna killing all warriors. And then Bhagavan tell Arjun that Maye Vaite Niyata, I have killed everyone. You are only Nimitta Matra Bhava Savya Sachin. So I must not say, Bhagavan, I am doing this. Why you are giving me this duty? Why? Bhagavan says, I am only doing this. You are only Nimitta Matra. You are not so great. Purvameva, everything is predestined. Everything in this universe is perfect and precise. How? Sthane Rishikesha Tava Prakritya. Everything is God only is doing. No, no, why this person died, why this child died, why this happened to this person, why this person got cancer, why this person doing everything was not having anything. Doubt is over. Bhagavan says, Mayye Vaite Niyata Purvam. I am doing only everything because there is a purpose you may not know. Henceforth, don't doubt. Everything is perfect and precise what is happening. Even a leaf happening from a tree, I know in a jungle. What to do? Drop three things and do two things. Keep me as your goal, love me alone, do all actions for me, and drop all attachments and anger towards all. 12th chapter, Bhakti Yoga, Arjun's question whether it is important to and profitable to meditate on unmanifest or manifest. Bhagavan says, seeking manifest is important. First, you practice manifest because majority of body, mind, intellection. Directly meditating on unmanifest is very difficult. What are the qualifications required for highest? No, I will meditate on Atma, Brahman, Aham Brahmasmi. Sense control, equanimous to everybody. That is very important. Welfare of all. If you actually think meditating on unmanifest is very difficult. Now, what are the qualifications for Bhakti Yoga? Fix your mind on me alone. Worship me alone. No, I worship you. I love you, but I love my family also. I love this world also. I have a bucket list. And Bhagavan says, you are not a bhakta. You practice all these things and then you will become bhakta. People think Bhakti Yoga is very easy. Jnana Yoga is very difficult. No, Bhagavan, if you see the qualifications are very difficult. Bhagavan constantly says, Ananyas Chintayanto Mam, then I will protect you. Some people have this doubt, I do so much puja, I do so much seva, I do so much chanting, but still why Bhagavan is doing? Because Bhagavan is saying, yeah, still Ananyas Chintayanto Mam is not happening. You're not fixing your mind on me alone, only them I lift. Yogakshemam Vahamyam. Difficulties in bhakti sadhana, extrovertedness, attachment to body, family, insistence, resistance on all relationships. The person is not a bhakta. He is just a grihastha. 36 qualities of bhaktas are given in the Bhakti Yoga chapter for practicing. 13th chapter, Kshetra Kshetrajna Vibhaga Yoga. 24 plus 7 elements, that is Kshetra, Prakriti is given. Kshetrajna is the beginningless, imperishable Satchidananda illuminator, drashta in me. Who am I? And same is the Purusha one. Kshetrajnam chapimam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharasa. So I, the knower and the known has to be different. I know my body, I know the world, I know my mind, I know my thoughts, I know emotions, so I have to be different than that. That is me. That is true, but Bhagavan says even that knower is not you, that is me only. Kshetrajnam chapimam vidhi. And that distinction, suppose we know, then there is realization immediately. So first I must distinguish between the known and the knower. Whatever I can know, witness, experiencer, I cannot be the experiencer, witnesser, knower, because that knower has to be different than the known. And then I think that I am the knower. Bhagavan says, no, that knower also is me only. And that is true knowledge. Distinction between these two and knowing it experientially. What is the name worth knowing in this entire world? Suppose I say I want to have a lot of experience. Bhagavan says, do you know the Kshetrajna? Who is the knower in you? That is worth knowing. And there are 4 ways to know the Kshetrajna. Dhyana Yoga, by meditation. Jnana Yoga, by study, clarity will come. By Karma Yoga, by giving up, insistence, resistance, and attachment to results. And by Bhakti Yoga, listening with faith. What will be the result? I will realize that I am not the Kshetra, body, mind, intellect, and the I notion, Kshetrajna 2, but I am the real Kshetrajna 1. Brahman, Satchit, Ananda, Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, Brahma, that am I. That is self-realization. Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga, that is the 14th chapter. Distinguish between the 3 gunas. So now you know the self, but you know how your mind operates. The mind operates with three gunas, sattva, rajas, tamas. What is the location? Entire universe is pervaded by these three gunas. What is the intrinsic nature? Sattva means purity, rajas means action, restlessness, agitation, and tamas means inertia. Whenever these three we should be able to recognize during the day. Some people are feeling sleepy now. That means tamas is predominant. What is the purpose of knowing this? Paramasiddhi will get. What is the function? Attachment, because these three will bind us to the world. How? Sattva binds us very important with happiness and knowledge. Sukha sangena badnati, jnana sangena chanaga. And what are the dials to know? Right inquiry, knowing, thinking, causing, cause finding, peace. Whenever we are doing this, we are in Sattva Guna. Rajas, how it binds? By action oriented. I am karta, I am bhokta. Bhokta goes on. And then the agitation starts. How Rajas dial we can know whenever we are greedy, selfish enterprise, agitation, Guna predominance. Tamas, sense pleasure, heedlessness, inattentive to higher calls. No, I don't care. I just want to have bhoga. There will be dullness, confusion, inactivity. I don't want to do anything. I just want to sleep. I am in tamas. No analysis, faulty conclusions. Important. Gunas impact this life and next life also. So Bhagavan says, don't think last thought. Last thought predominantly, suppose I have lived in tamas or rajas. Last thought also will be rajas and tamas, and accordingly I will get the life. Conquer rajas by tamas by rajas, rajas by sattva, and sattva by dedicating all actions by Vishuddha Sattva. Then the 15th chapter, Guna Purushottama Yoga. This chapter is the greatest secret and greatest science. Iti Guhyatamam Shastram. This is the only chapter Bhagavan told it is a Shastra. And Bhagavan describes here all aspects of Vedanta. How is Jagata? Changing, temporary, no substratum. So detach from him. Asanga Shastrena Drudena Chitva. Then what is Jagdishwara? Jagdishwara is Swaprakasha, no medium. What is Jiva? I am a Jiva. I am part of God. Mamai Vansho Jiva Loke. I go from one body to another, taking 20 elements for what? To enjoy. Start seeing the world, yourself, God with this knowledge. Pashyati Jnana Chakshusha. We should not see now the world, myself and God with our own identity. Bhagavan says this must be the vision. Ya Pashyati Sa Pashyati. While living, enjoying, leaving, Jnani knows I am Satchidananda. Ignorant thinks that I am body, mind, intellect, so keeps crying. What God knows, Bhagavan says, I manage everything. Aham Vashvanaro Bhutva. I manage your digestion. I manage this light. I manage energy forces, nourishment for all going on for so many yugas. I am located in your heart. Your heart is beating. I am only beating that. Your kidney is functioning because I am doing it. I am the digestive power. Don't cry. You just maintain whatever I am doing. Key, know the distinction between Purushottama, Akshara and Kshara. Three Purushas are there. Kshara, Akshara and Purushottama. And know that you are the Purushottama. And attain the Supreme. But Bhagavan, no difference in me. I know everything I can chant. Bhagavan says, now you should drop Asuri qualities and develop the Daivi qualities. That will make a difference. But then my Prarabdha is there. Prarabdha means Papa Punya, manifestation of Dukkha and Sukha. What is Vasana? That is my nature which is coming with me. What is important? My Prarabdha I cannot change, but I can change my Vasana. That is the main point in this chapter. How? Develop the divine qualities, drop the Asuri qualities. Why? How it will happen? These divine qualities will make me more spiritual, make me more peaceful. I will do more Shravan, Manan, Nididhyasam and realize. And Daivi qualities will block my spiritual progress. So people say, no, I know so many things, I can chant, I'm in Chinmaya mission, I do so much seva. But still these Asuri qualities are there in me, so it is not allowing me to experience the highest. 26 qualities are given. Abhayam to Amanita, 6 asuri qualities are given by the Lord: hypocrisy, arrogance, self-conceit, anger, harshness in dealing, and lack of discrimination. Warning, if you don't drop this, don't think life will be better. Bhagwan says, I'm giving you. Don't always say, Bhagwan, why you're doing? You do your job, I will do my job. Jobs are clear. Next chapter, Shraddha Traya Vibhaga Yoga. 17th chapter, threefold faith. Arjun had asked one question. Have faith, but no Shastra knowledge. Bhagwan, I have faith on you, I do all puja, but I don't have Shastra knowledge. Bhagwan said there are three kinds of faith. Vyajante, and how to find out what kind of faith you are having? Whom do you worship? Power seekers, fame seekers, or you worship God, saints, spiritual people? Ahara, what kind of food I eat? What is the purpose of my eating? What is the timing of my eating? That will decide what is your faith. What kind of attitude you have in action, whether it is act of worship towards family, job, business, or it is for getting some name, power, fame. Tapasa, then Bhagavan gave this beautiful tapas at three level: body, speech, mind. Anudvega karam vakyam, satyam priya hitanchayata. How to speak. Body level, you worship, keep it clean, and mind level, keep it silent. Mind level, maun you must have. And then what to give, how to give before you die. Give everything. And secret of perfecting all actions with faith and action, final nirdesh. You always say Om Tat Sat and do action. After completing action, Om Tat Sat. And then you will reach the highest. And then the Moksha Sannyasa Yoga, final chapter. So 2-3 minutes extra. Summary in retrospect. Liberation through renunciation. Both Tyaga and Sannyasa, Arjun asks. So what is Tyaga? Renunciation of anxiety for enjoying karma phala. What is Sannyasa? Renunciation of like-dislikes. Importance, very important. Don't take sannyas or think of taking sannyas before your practice Tyaga. Why? Because this Tyaga will lead to peace of mind, clarity of intellect, and then you can take sannyasa. What is tamasic Tyaga? Tyaga of obligatory duty. The person doesn't do duty towards family, body, society, living in the society, but all taking benefits out of ignorance and delusion. Rajasic, not doing duties out of fear and what burden hoga, sorrow, tension, so I'm not doing duty. And Sattvic Tyaga I must practice, doing things. Doership, like, dislike, without insistence, resistance. Many people think I'm doing duty, but not without doership. I'm doing. And why it is important? For a Deha Brut, for a person who is attached to body, giving up actions is very difficult. So first you practice Sattvic Tyaga. Now action analysis is given, but how to act? 3 possible actions of result: Ishta, Anishta, Mishram. 5 causes of action, not that I am doing action. Body, pranas, 12 instruments, ego, all these things are responsible for it. Otherwise, I think that I am doing all actions. Who am I? Wise know that I am the illuminating factor, not the doing factor. What is the impulse to my action? Knowledge, known, knower. From where the desire comes? We have studied this. What are the constituents to get action? Doer, instrument, and the karma. And then Bhagavan has done SRT of each one, Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, of each of these factors Bhagavan did in the Moksha Sannyasa Yoga. Then Bhagavan told there are 4 Varnas and do your duty as per your Swabhava. Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. 3 reminders Bhagavan gave before completing this Gita knowledge that reflect deeply again. Don't think you are the summary. You must have doubtless conviction that you are Atma, and then you act as per your wish. Final advice before completing Gita course by Lord. Do your duty, renounce all dharmas, and make me alone as your goal. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. And what I will do? Aham tva sarva papebhya. I will release you from all sorrows, tensions, worries forever. You just keep smiling and doing your duty. This verse also we are going to take in detail. Lord checks first, have you understood? Have you listened with concentration? Has your delusion and, has your memory come back? Arjun says this I must be able to say sitting before the Lord, ki Bhagavan, my memory has come back. I remember now I am Satchitananda Swarup. I have no confusion. And then I will do duty as you have said. And then Sanjay concludes here that Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna Yatra Partha Dhanurdhara Tatra Shri Vijayor Bhuti Dhruvar Niti Matir Mama. That wherever there is Krishna's spiritual wisdom and Arjun's skilled action, four things happen: success, growth, and ethical strength. And here we complete Om Tatsariti Srimad Bhagavad Geeta Su Upanishadsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishnarjuna Samvade Moksha Sannyasa Yogo Nama Ashtadasho Dhyaya. So here we have completed entire Gita summary with Lord's grace, Guru Parampara's blessings, with Gurudev's Ashirwad in one session, maybe 5 minutes more. And so we complete this. The first verse, Pratamodhyaya, Dhritarashtra Uvacha Dharitre, Samaveta Yutsava Mamaka Pandava Shaya Kima Kurvata Sanjaya. So we start again the study for ourselves. Not that we have completed, we know Bhagavad Gita. We have to live the Bhagavad Gita knowledge and put it into practice and realize the highest truth, which is a possibility for human birth. So before we complete, thank you very much to all of you for attending this with Lord's grace, Guru Parampara's blessings, and your interest. All this project was completed, which was a big project, verse by verse, chapter-wise summary, one session, one chapter, and then one session, one entire Bhagavad Gita summary. I would invite all of you, this 11th January, there is a Hanuman Chalisa celebration in Saraswati Vidyalaya. We require 50 volunteers. There are 1100 children who are participating in Hanuman Chalisa competition. We want 50 volunteers. So please come today itself. You first register for that. And in whatever way you can contribute and do seva, please do that, because this year we are celebrating Hanuman Havan on 1st February. This is a preparation for it. So wherever you are, please come to Narayan Zone, Saraswati Vidyalaya on 11 January, Sunday. So next Sunday, no class. And this session will not be there. We will be doing all seva and lot of work will be required. Hanumanji is there. He got mountain went thrice picking up mountain and bringing lot of work he did. So we must do little seva of Hanumanji and Gurudev and Chinmaya Mission. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Thank you very much.
Hari Om. So we'll share the this also list also. You can add your names in all the groups I'm sharing. And we can share the link also. We have so many other things also happening. It's not just the Hanuman Chalisa competition. Swamiji is going to speak. Prasad will have a session for the parents and for all of us. And we will have activities. Lots of activities and games where all of us can participate. It's not just seva, it's also fun. So please join. Hari Om.
Hari Om. Thank you very much. Today we took 5 minutes more, but we had to complete.
Hari Om Prasad ji.
Hari Om Ba.
Hari Om sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Words to thank you.
Prasad sir, thank you.
Thank you.
Om Prasad ji, thank you.
Hari Om Prasad ji, it was overwhelming. Thank you.
Thank you, Prasad ji. Superb session.
Sujata, Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Prasad ji. Thank you. Wonderful session. Thank you very much.
Hari Om Prasad ji, thank you very much.
Nilkantan ji, Hari Om.
Thank you.
और मनीषा जी को नए वर्ष की बहुत बहुत शुभेच्छा।
हाँ, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद.
Thank you, Ba. Thank you. We'll meet you in this new year now, sometime.
Thank you, Hariom Prasad ji.
Hari Om Jayanti Amma.
Missed you on the first. I will upload the abhangs and send it to you.
Correct. Please.
Both of you have an appointment with me, okay? Whenever
Yes,
convenient.
dosa appointment is there.
Yeah. After the 11th Mela is over, maybe before February 1st, both of you can come.
Yes.
Talking about, thinking of God all the time and not forgetting Him. I learned So in stanza number 27, it says Japo Jalpa Shilpam Sakalamapi Mudra Virachana Gati Pradakshinyam Kramanam Ashanat Dya Muhuti Vidihi Pranama Sambesha Sukamakilam Atma Drisha Saparya Yaha Tava Bhavatu Yanme Vilasitam. This Venkatramani's wife, that is Jayanti Mami, taught me this, and it says that even all my actions are, offerings to you. If I walk, that my feet, whatever I am doing is for you. Whatever I eat is an offering to you. Even if I don't do namaskaram, if my sleeping posture resembles namaskaram, you take it as an offering to you. All that I do in conformity to shastras may be an offering to you. So he says that I don't want to intentionally think of you all the time, but whatever I am doing, you take it as an offering of me to you. In Saundarlagni, that shloka is a very beautiful shloka.
The same thing we are going to take Yadashnoshi, Yadjoshi.
Yeah, it is actually the same. There's one in Abhirami Andati also.
That's the reason Guruji has given that verse to contemplate. So next class, we are going to have these 5 verses. Gita Panchamrut, 1 verse, 1 Sunday, entire 1 hour on 1 verse.
In Saundarlagni, it says that Ambal is so compassionate, so much dayalu, that even if you're eating for yourself, thinking it is tasty and other things, I tell her beforehand also, whatever I eat is for you. I'm eating okay. But it's an offering to you. I can go somewhere, that's again an offering to you. If I sleep, it's an offering to you. Whatever activities I do throughout the day is an offering to you.
Correct.
Then she says, okay, I will take it as an offering. Similarly, there is one in Abhirami Andadi. The Abhirami Bhattar, who, I don't know whether you know his story. It's a beautiful story. He says, Nindrum, Irindum, Kidandum, Nadandum, Nenipadu Unnai, Endrum Vanangavade, Un Malartal, Ildamarayil, Undrum, Arumpurale, Arule, Ume, Imaita, Andre Pirandavale, Alia, Mukti Anandame. If you translate the Tamil thing, it says, when I'm standing, when I'm sitting, when I'm walking, when I'm sleeping, whatever I'm doing throughout the day is an offering to you. And he is the one.
I have to leave now for ashram.
Okay.
Hari Om to all.
Yeah.
Hari Om to all. Hari Om to all. Very, very happy New Year to you, and meet you after the yajna is over.
Yes. Hari Om.
Hari Om to all.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, Prasad ji.
Have a good day.